Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome here to day 3 of the Farnborough International Air Show. A very warm welcome to our next commercial announcement. And for this one, please welcome with me CEO of Air Mauritius, André Bejoen, and Chairman Das Thomas. And from the Airbus side, Fabrice Bregier, our President and CEO. Our President and CEO. And John Leahy, our Chief Operating Officer, Customers. Mauritius, this triggers a few dreams, and I was already taken away, John. But we are finalizing a purchase agreement today, and Fabrice, before I'm really too much taken away, I pass the floor over to you.
Thank you, Hendrik. No. Well, good morning, everybody, and this is for us a great event because Air Mauritius is a very long-term partner of Airbus. I think for more than 20 years. We all know the country. We fly to this fantastic country thanks to Air Mauritius and thanks to Airbus aircraft. And today we will be witnessing the signature of a very important contract for us. You can discover here that it's probably 350, but we will see. You are operating in a very competitive market. You need long-haul aircraft, very efficient, and you have established on top an excellent reputation with your famous Mauritian welcome. And we are very honored that you will continue your growth with the support of Airbus and with our aircraft. So now, André, I leave the floor to you so as you can announce the details of this deal.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years ago, Air Mauritius faced a very difficult situation. Fuel prices spiraled above $110 a barrel. The Euro-USD exchange rate dropped to 120, and our business model no longer worked. We had a loss for our year ended 31st March 2012 of 30 million euros, and the prognosis was that these high fuel prices and the volatile euro would continue and perpetuate, and on that basis, if we did nothing, Air Mauritius wouldn't survive another 2 years. We immediately launched a 7-step recovery and sustainability program. Steps 1 to 3 were devised together with the assistance of Seabury and comprised of reworking and revamping our business model. We concentrated our network, we improved revenue management, and we reduced costs. And I'm pleased to confirm that for our year ended 31st March 2014, in line with our 2-year turnaround target, we reported a profit of 8 million in the company. This is 8 million euros. The 7 steps, steps 4 to 7, were about sustainability. And step 6 was to improve service quality. And we set ourselves a tough target, notwithstanding the fact that we had H340-300s, was to raise our rating with Skytrax from a 3-star to a 4-star airline. We concentrated and brought customer service close to the heart of the business. We appointed a customer experience EVP in the company. We created a customer experience function. And I'm pleased to say that yesterday at the Skytrax Awards, we managed to get our 3-star elevated to 4-star. In addition, we were runners-up to Best Airline to Africa and runners-up to Best Africa Cabin Crew and Ground Staff. And we are the 9th most improved airline in customer service in the world. So we definitely, in terms of our Step 6 strategy of improving service quality, achieved a lot. As you heard, we're operating in a very competitive environment. One of the large Middle East carriers is flying a 380 daily to Mauritius and a 777, and from December we'll be flying a double daily service with 380s. And our fleet of 340 puts us in a very challenging position. So I'm very delighted today to announce Air Mauritius's acquisition of 6 Airbus A350-900s to replace our 340 fleet. We'll be purchasing 2 of these 350-900s from Airbus, 4 of these from Airbus, and leasing 2 from AerCap International. This is a historic milestone for our company. It's a game changer. Not only will we benefit from fuel savings and improved operating efficiencies, but we will definitely be stepping up customer service enormously. This will also allow us to expand and grow in our long-haul markets in the future. Our next major project is the review of our entire short-haul operation and fleet. And with no further ado, I want to hand over to our chairman, Mr. Das Thomas, to make some comments.
Thank you, Andre. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, I am very honored and pleased, as well as very emotional at this very moment. As you can see, I haven't prepared any speech, but I think in this historical moment, it's better to talk from your heart. On behalf of all our employees and our stakeholders, we've come here to make an important decision, which is to make the purchase of 6 new generation aircraft for our long-haul sector. As my colleague Andrea just mentioned, it is a very important historical and major landmark in the history of this airline. I myself, when I started in 1975 as a small check-in officer, I used to check in passengers only for small 2 Piper Navajos. And then gradually to Twin-Otter, when we had to weigh the passengers before they embark on the Twin-Otters as well. And in case they are too heavy, don't look at me, Jerome. We have to take the bags off from the plane. And then slowly we moved to Boeing 707, then to 747 SP, and after that, the 767, and thereafter we moved to Airbus, and gradually continued with Airbus until the 330 lately. Today, we are moving into the top league of major players. The type of aircraft we're going to purchase is going to make, as Andre has just said, to be a real game changer. And that acquisition is already a heart-breaking, not heart-breaking, but I would say heart-felt joy for each one of us here. This team who has worked enormously and tremendously, intensively on this project. At the same time, the moment we're talking here, in a few minutes, we're going to make this announcement in Mauritius, and it'll be splashing the news everywhere. Now you can imagine the motivation that the whole team of Air Mauritius, all its employees and stakeholders, will be feeling from now on, because the passengers will be delighted to learn that our service is going to be improved by that new type of generation of aircraft. And indeed, we have to position ourselves, because Mauritius is a very competitive market. We have got all the major players coming to service this island, and the fact that we operate a non-stop service to Europe makes Air Mauritius have the competitive edge. But now, with this new generation aircraft, it's going to be a real game changer, and the passengers will get the total satisfaction. And this is where we want to make the difference. And we hope to see you also in Mauritius. Without any further ado, I'd like to thank everyone present here, and congratulations to all of you, except in particular this team who has worked intensively on that project. And I really feel happy and proud on behalf of all our colleagues in Air Mauritius. Thank you very much, and thank you to Airbus.
Thank you, Mr. Das Thomas. And now let's sign the contracts, and this is an opportunity for the photographers.
screwed up a bit on that. No way. We have another one.
No.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry.
That's it, thank you.
Thank you.
Acknowledge Rolls-Royce. Eric Schultz, the president of Rolls-Royce, is here. Makes them feel great.
Nice to see you.
Okay, congratulations.
And now let's start the Q&A session. The first question goes to Reuters, Victoria Bryan. No, one back.
Hi, thank you. A couple of technical questions for John. What's the list price of the deal? Do you count the 6 or just the 4 that are being bought from you? And for the lease part of the deal, have you signed a contract for that already?
Okay,
How does that work?
Oh, okay. For the way we would count it would be the 4 directly with us, but obviously the way they would count it is with the lease. So it's $275 million. No, this is the, I'm sorry, this is $242 million on these.
No. 200.
You discount the price too much.
I'm afraid I do. No, it's the 900. It's the 275. I was right the first time. 275. Got to make sure it's not the 800. So, and then we have to acknowledge AirCap, which are in the room right now. Phil Scruggs, their chief commercial officer and president of the company. They are leasing 2 of the aircraft, but they would be counted in their order book. I can't double count.
But are they already in the order book?
AirCap are in the order book, yes, but these would be incremental. So, if I've got you all confused now, it's 275 times 4.
Next question
okay?
to
Yeah, hi. I just had a couple of questions. One is the delivery schedule, I guess, and what's your decision-making time frame on the short-haul side, and how many?
I can talk to the delivery schedule. The 2 leased aircraft from AirCap will be in 2017, and then the 4 purchased from Airbus will be 2 in 19 and 2 in 2020. And in terms of the short-haul exercise, we've set a deadline that by the end of October to have finished the review and all the homework necessary for us to decide where we're going with our short-haul operation. Because currently we fly 2 Airbus A319s on our short-haul business, and we're looking at how we can expand that and other avenues for short-haul operations.
Next question.
Dickon Harris from our Finance Journal. Thanks, Andre. Just a couple of questions. One, how long is the lease length with AirCap that you've agreed? And the second question is, what do you plan to do with the fleet that you plan to exit, the aircraft you plan to exit your fleet? Are you planning to give it back to lessors or sell it? Any detail on that?
Of our current 340s, we own 3 and lease 3. So obviously the leased ones will go back to the lessors. The 3 that we own, we will at the time when they exit approach the market and see how we deal with it. And sorry, what was the other part of your question?
How long is your lease with AirCap?
12 years.
Next question goes to Steffen Weyer, DPA.
Question to John. This is the first order for the A350 on this air show. Are you working on further orders on this type of airplane after Emirates cancelled the big order?
Well, we're very pleased with the support of the marketplace for the A350, and I think even Tim says he's willing to look at it again. My biggest problem with the A350 is the lack of production slots right now, not lack of demand. The aircraft has an awful lot of demand, and I think you noticed a little bit of a gap here between when the aircraft are leased to Air Mauritius and when we can deliver aircraft, because we are short of slots.
Next question in the room. Next question to Sebastian Steinke, front row.
Good morning, Sebastian Steinke from Flugverbund Germany. I have a question. Why did you decide in favor of the 350? How did you compare airplanes, and what finally made you change, or made you select the 350 versus competition?
We followed a very rigorous process where we certainly had Boeing with the 779 competing with the C50-900. We decided the new generation aircraft was the way to go, and we had very healthy competition. And in the end, the 350-900 meets all our requirements, and we had the best overall deal from Airbus.
Any other question in the room? Then I close this press conference. Thank you, André. Thank you, Mr. Das Thomas, Fabrice, John. The next announcement is tomorrow, our end of show press conference, 11 o'clock. And you will see the flying display of our A350, A380 aircraft at 2:15 today.